Okay, hopefully we are recording. I have only just re-downloaded the screen recorder and set up all of the settings, so I never know whether it's going to work correctly or not. Friend is here, and we are going to be watching a movie this evening. So, this is a very old movie. It's supposed to be in the public domain. We'll find out the reality of that once YouTube gets a hold of it. It's called The Terror of Tiny Town. Now, this is a gimmick movie, and the gimmick of this movie is that all of the actors in it are little people. They're midgets. Everybody in this movie, except for I think one person, is under 4 foot tall. And this happened because it happened because of a joke. The producer of the movie, Buell, had overheard employees talking about if things kept going the way they were going to have to start producing films with midgets. And the guy thought, well, why don't we produce a film with midgets? And now here we are. This was made in the 30s. It is a Western musical featuring midgets, just midgets. And it's supposedly the worst film ever made. It became public domain fairly early on. It was kind of just abandoned. As some films are, they're called orphan films, not to be mistaken with the Orphan film series. It's a short film at only an hour and 1 minute long. And we are gonna see what is up with it. I've never seen it. I have heard references about it, but I've never actually watched the movie myself. So, we've got our coffee, which we are not gonna blame for the fact that we're starting a movie at midnight.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, we're going to present for your approval a novelty picture with an all-midget cast, the first of its kind ever to be produced. I'm told that it has everything. That is, everything that a Western should have. It's a soul-stirring drama, a searing saga of the sagebrush, and it's called The Terror of Tiny Town. But I must caution you not to take it too seriously. This picture
Hey, mister, come down here. I want to talk to you.
Pardon me.
Come down here.
Excuse me, there's a slight correction. You mean it is serious?
Sure, it's serious. I'm the hero. After this picture's out, I'll be the biggest cowboy star in Hollywood.
Wait a minute. A star in Hollywood.
Who are you? Well, who are you?
I'm the villain. Who did that? The applause is okay.
You could tell he's the villain because he's got a black hat. Also, I recognize that voice. I am fairly certain he was one of the Munchkins from The Wizard of Oz.
But who laughed? I'm the toughest hombre that ever threw lead. And I ain't afraid of the biggest one of you. I'm the terror of Tiny Town. And that's the star part.
That's what you think.
Yeah, that's just what I think.
Wait a minute. Man, wait a minute.
We'll see. Let's go through the picture.
That's a swell idea. Let's go through with the picture.
A rollicking, rootin', tootin', shootin' drama of the great outdoors. Fuck. So they clearly have regular-sized horses because they're shoeing one. Why are they riding Shetland ponies? I mean, I understand it's because they're midgets, but we have regular horses.
That's all. Buck, you've got all that chirping out of your system. Maybe you could get back to the ranch.
Sure, Dad. I'm riding back right away.
I want you to go up to North Fork Range, see what's wrong up there.
What do you think's wrong?
I don't know. I was up through there the other day, and there ain't hardly a calf on the range. And I don't think cows have quit having families.
Maybe mountain lion's been getting them?
I didn't see any lion tracks.
Well, I'll scout around and see what I can find out.
Sir, that critter don't waltz with him.
I got him.
Bring him in. Hurry up, we gotta make tracks out of here before we have visitors. Here comes Buck Lawson. Hit leather. Leave that iron. I want Buck Lawson to fight.
What was he shooting at? They're way out there.
Dad, it ain't mountain lions that's been getting away with our calves. I jumped a bunch of rustlers at work,
Rustlers,
and they left in such a hurry they forgot their branding irons.
T-Bar P, Tex Preston.
That's the way I read it.
Why, that low-down coyote. I fought Tex Preston to a standstill 15 years ago, and it looks like he ain't learned his lesson.
That Brandon iron fixed things with the Lawson outfit. Now we'll throw a scare at Tex Preston. You boys know what to do. Stay here and watch for my signal.
So the bad guys are stealing the calves? Not the full cattle, just the babies?
Howdy, Bat. Hello, Tex. How's everything? Things are not so good. Seems like I'm losing stock lately. When I was riding over this way, I found a cow of yours laying in the brush. She'd been shot. What? Someone killing my stock? It looks that way. There was a calf hanging around. Looked like he was related to her. But he carried Pop Lawson's brand. Well, a low-down coyote. Killing my cows so he can steal my calves. Why, I fought Pop Lawson to a standstill 15 years ago. You think he'd know better than to monkey with a buzzsaw?
They called him a coyote twice.
I think to myself, you're tired of eating beef, so I cook you a nice duck. Oh, boy, she looks beautiful in the frying pan. This comes from our prize stock.
Looks to me like somebody ain't very friendly. I've got a pretty good idea who didn't. No one ever asked me for a fight without finding me willing to oblige.
Doggy, doggy. Mr. Preston, I think for myself again you have to eat beef. Fritz, doggy, listen, doggy. Doggy, doggy.
He looks like a miniature Mr. Food.
Fritz, come here. Fritz, come here, doggy. Nice call. So go away, I don't want you. Go away.
Go away.
Come here. I won't hurt you. Come here. For goodness sake. Can we not sit down somewhere and talk things over? Oh, dear, come here, Fritz. Here, look at the nice corn. I can eat myself. Come here. I won't hurt you, Fritz. Come here. Ducky, Ducky. Wait for me. Come here, Ducky. Come here. Come here. I just...
He keeps calling the duck Fritz, but how do you name an animal you know you're going to eat? I understand living on a farm, raising animals that you know you're going to eat one day. You don't name them.
I want to make friends with you. Look, Fritz, it's getting late for the boss's dinner, and I am getting tired. Fritz, I only need you for 1 minute.
Might wind up putting this up in 2 parts to make sure it records evenly. My phone doesn't have a whole lot of space.
Fritzy, Fritzy, come out. I got something for you. I got
Whack.
something nice for you. Fritzy, you around here someplace.
Don't need help for a duck. He done got outsmarted by a duck. That's why you don't name your animals you plan to eat.
Enjoy yourself while we're waiting for the stage.
As I was saying, I never thought that Mrs. Clancy could be so small. You're absolutely right. Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Good morning.
Howdy, Tex.
Hello, Sheriff.
I'm warning you, Tex. Don't start no trouble in town.
I won't hunt no trouble, and I won't run away from it either.
Buck, there's no sense of all you boys riding to town. You scout around and keep an eye out for rustlers.
But you might meet up with that Preston outfit.
If I do, I reckon I can take care of myself. I don't need someone to ride herd on me.
All right, Dad. We'll head back.
Now, don't forget what I told you.
Come on, Al, let's get those supplies.
Hello, Tex. What are you doing in town?
My niece comes in on the stage today.
Your niece, huh? Coming out for a visit?
No, she's going to make a home with me. Her folks died, and I'm all the kin she's got.
She's not coming to a very peaceful spot.
Oh, it'll be peaceful, all right, when I do some exterminating that needs to be done around here.
And you're just the man that can do it.
Don't worry, we will do it. Come on.
Don't look frightened, hold your breath. I've got something to tell you. You're excited, scared to death. You'll soon find out what it's about. Hey, look out, I'm gonna make love to you. Need something when you better look out.
Is it me or does that sound like Betty Boop?
I want to talk to you. My happiness depends on that word called yes. Don't make me just wait and guess. You better
What's on your mind?
You keep your nose out of that fight between the Lawson and Preston outfits. Let nature take its course.
It's my duty to keep peace.
Your duty, if you're smart, is to do as I tell you. I'm grabbing myself a nice bunch of cattle from both sides, and each one blames the other. I'll finally land up owning both outfits. You better look out. Hey, look call yes. Don't make me just wait and guess. You better look out. You've got a way, seems to say every day, that true romance is a thing. And I'll obey every day if you let the wedding bells ring. Hey, hey, look out. I'm going to make love to you. Sweet something when I do. You better look out. What about that money for the bank? Is it coming in on the stage?
I've stood for rustling and a lot of dirty work, but holding up the stage might mean murder. That's going too far.
If you don't like my game, just say so. The warden at the penitentiary would just love to see you come back and finish your time.
When a man wants to go straight, why won't you give him a chance?
Cry about that some other time. What about that money?
It's due to arrive on this stage.
Now you're talking sense.
When a man wants to go straight, why won't you give him a chance? That's something people are still asking. Today, if you get in trouble, people will just automatically assume you're always going to be in trouble and never give you a chance to just be a decent person and get over the problems that you had.
Beat it. Well, Beth, how's everything working out? Great, Nita. I'll sure keep my promise and load you down with diamonds. I can carry the weight. Bartender, my private bottle. Yes, sir. Coming up. Will you be in town for a while? No, I got a little job to do. The one I told you about? Yeah. I just got some information about it. I'll see you when I get back. Be careful, will you? Don't worry about me. Come on.
It's not specifically said, but in these old westerns, it is implied that all of the barmaids are actually prostitutes, right? Like, my grandmother used to watch a bunch of westerns, and I'm pretty sure that that was what it was in these saloons, that these ladies were. They were also brothels, which is a wild thought to think that these two ladies are. Well, I thought that Miss Kitty was.
I can't help it, boss. I schlitzed.
Well, schlitz that stuff into the wagon. I'm going over to the barber shop and get schlitzed or cleaned up.
Good. Let me alone. Barber shop. What kind of skills to take any essence? Garlic.
Climb, boy. I was about to say, he's looking a little tall to be in this movie, but no, he has to climb. Why is there a penguin? Of all of the whys that I'm going to ask during this movie, why is there a penguin? It's a Western. Penguins don't live in the West.
That was mighty fine, boys. Give her a little oil.
Sure, we don't mind.
Go ahead.
Curry me down, Sammy. I don't want to scare my niece by looking like an outlaw.
I make you look like a bow drummer.
Oh, you needn't go as far as that. Don't strain yourself.
Really? What is happening? Where'd the penguin go? I need more of the penguin.
Pop Lawson just got in town.
Reckon I better head for the cyclone cellar.
Do we have something kept out there?
Has anybody in town got any calves? They better watch them today.
I thought the county paid a bounty on coyotes instead of letting them run around loose.
Seems to me, I smell something that should be buried. It smells mighty like a polecat.
Why, you?
I won't get shaved here today. I might catch smallpox.
Here it comes. I wonder who those hombres are. Let's pick up their trail and see what they're up to.
Shetland ponies can move, apparently.
Sounds like trouble. Come on, men.
Was his pocket painted on? Did he not have a real pocket?
Beat it, boys. Here comes trouble.
After 'em, men.
Here comes trouble after y'all been firing guns.
Are you all right, miss?
I'm nearly frightened to death, but otherwise all right. Thanks to you.
You had a right to be scared. Nobody would have found that ride a pleasure trip.
Why, it's outrageous that a respectable citizen should be endangered like that. I'll see that something is done to put a stop to it.
That's the way for a man to talk. I'll have the sheriff take you along when he goes after those outlaws. He needs more men like you. Lend me a hand with those fellas on top, and we'll take the stage on in. Someone will hang for this job. Pete in there was a good man, and a good friend of mine. Maybe you'd rather ride on top with me.
Yes, I would if you don't mind.
I'm proud to have your company. Hey, cowboy, climb aboard or we're gonna leave you.
Watching them climb up on things should not be as amusing as it is.
Hurry up!
Because it's all completely serious. The entire gimmick is that they're small. And I feel bad laughing at that, but it is the entire thing.
What do you think?
I think we should send Babyface after him.
Sure, boss. I'll make smoked beef out of him. Shut up. Take it easy, Babyface. He'll get his. Only we'll do it the smart way. We'll have those two outfits killing each other. It's about time we run off another bunch of stock. Don't you see the dynamite, you local maverick? I hear the stage was held up today, Sheriff.
They didn't get anything, but they killed Pete and the Wells Fargo messenger.
That's too bad.
Sheriff, outlaws have been mighty busy around here of late, and I can't see where you've done much about it.
You better not prod the sheriff, Buck. He might take an interest in all that gun smoke out your way. That ain't just according to law.
Wait a minute, Buck.
You're wrong, Bat. Any man's got a right to protect himself.
What's the matter, Nancy? Forget something? Oh, no. I was just looking around. Oh, there ain't much to see in this town. We better get going. All right, Uncle Jim. But it seems like I should say something to the man that stopped the runaway. The least you have to say to him, why, the better.
All right, boys, we'll be...
Okay, so we're about halfway through. I'm gonna take a break and make sure that this is recording smoothly. And I'll either upload this as 2 parts or I'll combine them together. So I just want to make sure, because I don't want to record a whole hour and then find out that it fucked up 10 minutes in. Okay, so the good news is that seems to have worked okay. And the file wasn't too big, so we should be able to combine these two and get it uploaded probably by Monday. I'll probably just upload it overnight tomorrow night. So we are going to go ahead and hit play and finish up the next half hour and see where this goes.
All right, boys, we'll get started. Buck, how about riding with the posse?
I got an idea I'd be wasting my time.
Meaning anything in particular?
No, it just seems that you don't have any luck when you go hunting outlaws. Dad, don't you think we better get back to the ranch?
All right. I don't admire that remark Buck Lawson made.
He's too smart for his own good. I'm taking him out of circulation before long.
Did they speed up his walk, or is he walking like that?
Boss, we ain't been able to round up enough prime beef to make it worthwhile sending a trail herd to the railroad.
I bet I can thank Pop Lawson for that. And the sheriff must be on his side. Why, I'm being rustle poor and can get no help from the law.
You better do something about it pretty pronto.
I'll do plenty. Put on more hands, but get men that can sling guns. I'll stop it.
I'll ride into town and see what gunfighters I can locate.
All right.
Love your troubles away. Love your troubles away. Love your troubles away. Love your troubles away.
What's the matter? Worried about something?
I was just thinking, what a fine world this would be if there wasn't some Lawsons in it.
I think it's a pretty nice place just as it is. And I'm sure you're the nicest uncle in the world.
Going for a ride again today?
You don't mind, do you?
Why, bless your heart, no. Go on, enjoy yourself.
Otto, I'm going for a ride. Would you put up a lunch for me?
What would you like to eat?
Oh, half a dozen sandwiches, some boiled eggs and pickles.
Where you going to put all that?
In my saddlebag.
In your saddlebag. And then where you going to put it?
In my tummy.
In your tummy. A little girl like you. Every day she gets more appetite.
Well, I get terribly hungry when I ride.
Yeah, I know. It's the exercise. Bobby, you want 2 pieces of cake like yesterday?
Yes, 2 pieces. You make such wonderful cake.
I know.
So I wonder how old she's supposed to be. They have verified that she's the niece of the older fella, but, like, that also confused me a little bit because she's his niece, and he said that her parents were dead, which means that either his brother or his sister has died. And he has zero emotions about that, aside from, well, I have to take care of this child now. Somebody in your family has died, sir. Is this just, we don't talk about these things? She also doesn't seem too concerned that her mother and father are dead. We're going riding and having 2 slices of cake.
A boy's hearts are lonely, sad as a coyote's wail, but I am never lonely when...
Sorry, did they just take a Gene Autry and dub him in or something? Because that does not sound like the same dude.
You and I hit the trail, for I'll sing my song as we ride along down on the sunset trail.
Yeah, he's not singing that.
Stars to while we're side by side down on the sunset trail. The road is long and weary, but our hearts are strong and cheery, and I'll sing a while as we count each mile down on the sun.
that comedic effect worked better before they zoomed in on his face.
Pretend you're Jack and I'm Jill. Instead of tumbling down into town, we'll go round talking of love. When we get up on the hill, where all is quiet and still, instead of tumbling down into town, we'll go round talking of love. Bluebirds are singing on high while we're together.
I do believe she's singing.
The clouds are all rolling by. We're in for sunny weather.
Possibly.
And you'll be my Mr. Jack, and I'll be your Mrs. Jill. The crowd will congregate, celebrate the wedding of Jack and Jill.
Maybe not.
Say, that was mighty pretty. Why didn't you tell me before this that you could really sing?
Can I?
The best I've ever heard.
Liar.
Honest. Was that song for me?
Well, there's nobody else around. Did you really like it?
Why, certainly. That is, all but the finish. The part about the wedding?
Oh, I see. A woman hater. Don't you ever think of settling down?
Not until I stop this feud between our families.
I hope you can, Buck, soon.
Oh, let's forget all this trouble and just go on with our picnic.
Wait a minute,
A
Buck.
woman hater.
I'm trespassing on the Lawson range. Aren't you gonna throw me off?
Well, not until after we've had this lunch.
Oh, is that the only reason why I'm welcome? Just because I feed you?
I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying it isn't.
In other words, you don't believe in taking chances. Well, come on. I'll feed you anyway.
So I take it she is meant to be an adult at least. The cook made it sound like she was supposed to be maybe a teenager. But because of everybody in this film being short, it's very difficult to gauge how old each person is.
A range war's like rolling a rock down a mountain. Easy to stop, but mighty hard to stop.
But you don't hate me and I don't hate you. Why can't we be allowed to live in peace? We have the right to be happy.
We could have all that, if only we could make folks use common sense instead of gun smoke.
Ooh, I better get back to the ranch. I've tried to reason with Uncle Jim, but it only makes him angry. He just won't listen to me.
We still can be friends, in spite of everything.
Just friends?
But there's a very serious matter I want to talk to you about, just as soon as I get this trouble ironed out.
I'll be waiting.
So, again, I have to question how old this lady is supposed to be, because if her uncle disapproves of her dating, is it because she's a kid? I mean, she wouldn't need to stay with somebody else if she was capable of taking care of herself. So she's got it. Well, but back then, I think just being female meant you weren't capable of taking care of yourself. So never mind. I'm forgetting this is the 30s.
Is this the way you ride the line? Ballygagging with one of the Preston breed?
Dad, she has nothing to do with the quarrel between you and Tex Preston.
She's of the same breed. And man or woman, I won't have one of them on my range.
Dad, I don't take that kind of talk about my friends.
Please, Buck, don't quarrel with your father on my account.
If there's any quarrel, it's of his makings. Dad, if you're calling for a showdown, I'm standing pat.
If you favor my enemies, you're not my son.
You have no son. Take my Shetland pony and go.
that book and make up with your father. I can't come between you.
We'll work this out somehow. I'll make those two old war horses understand some common sense. If you don't mind, I'll ride a ways with you.
All right. Tex, your niece has been riding out to meet Buck Lawson. I think they're headed for town. What? I'll put a stop to that.
And he's off. Trying to look menacing at under 4 foot is a task.
Now, you get home just as fast as you can. I don't allow no Lawsons on my ranch. Get before I make a sieve on you. Uncle Jim, please.
Do as he says. There won't be any trouble.
You promise?
I promise.
Now, you make tracks and make 'em promise.
You're not afraid to shoot it out with me, are you?
No, I'm not.
I dare you to talk to me for 5 minutes.
Why, I never took a dare in my life. Come on. Come on, start talking and make it fast.
Tex, you think our outfit rustled your stock. I know you're wrong.
Well, I've lost plenty of stock.
So have we. Are you rustling from us?
I am not.
Hold on, Preston. You agreed to talk for 5 minutes.
Well, all right.
We're both losing stock. You blame us, and we blame you. That don't make sense. Doesn't it strike you as being reasonable that someone is playing us against each other and rustling from both? If you and Dad would stop this fool war and work together, we might find out who it is.
Even if I was willing. It takes 2 men to stop a war.
If you'd only meet Dad halfway, I know he'd be reasonable.
Look, you sound honest to me. And I believe you're talking horse sense.
I'm glad you see it my way, Tex. I'll make Dad wash off the war paint and meet you in town for a powwow. Will you be there?
Sure.
Sorry, y'all, I'm having a hot flash. It just came on all of a sudden.
So
It's
long,
not the
Tex.
coffee. I've been drinking coffee all night.
Nancy! Buck Lawson just killed Tex Preston over on the South Pass. Shot him in the back.
Hit leather, man, and shoot on sight.
I'm sorry, Nancy.
Well, we've seen her cry more for her uncle than she did for her parents. And her uncle was a dick.
How could he do a thing like that? You can't tell what a man might do in the heat of anger. You can count on me to do all I can for you. Let's go way up on the hill. Breathe and you're checking until. Instead of tumbling down into town, we'll go around talking of love. We get up on the hill where all is quiet and still.
The beard made me laugh.
Of bumping round in the town, we go round speaking of love.
Bluebirds are singing on high while we're together. The clouds are all rolling by. We're in for sunny weather.
And I'll be your Mr. Jack.
And I be your Mrs. Jill. The crowd will come
Chug.
to celebrate the wedding of Jack and Jill. Let's go way up on the hill. Pretend I'm Jack and you're Jill. Instead of tumbling down into town, we'll go round talking of love. When we get up on the hill, where all is quiet and still.
Instead of tumbling round in the town, we go round talk speaking of love.
Bluebirds are singing on high while we're together. The clouds are all rolling by. We're in for sunny weather.
And I'll be your Mr. Jack.
And I'll be your Mrs. Gill. The crowd will congregate, celebrate the wedding of Jack and Jill. Hello, sweetie. I haven't seen you for so long. Don't bother me, I'm busy.
Hands off, hooker.
Sheriff, I got a job for you.
Yeah, I reckon it won't be anything I can be proud of. What is it?
I want you to arrest Buck Lawson for the murder of Tex Preston. Hey, 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 hey! I hear you've been showing a lot of interest in that Preston girl. What I do is my own business. Oh, like that, eh? Yeah, just like that. That's where you're wrong. You owe me plenty. And don't get the idea you can kick me off like an old shoe. What do you do about it? Stick around. You'll find out.
I'm so sorry, Nancy. Nancy,
Stay where you are. Get out of this house.
what do you mean? What have I done?
Don't pretend. Bat Haynes said you shot my uncle.
He lied. Nancy, you can't believe that.
Oh, I don't know what to believe. I left you talking to Uncle Jim, and now he's dead.
That's why I came to tell you. Only 2 people knew that Jim Preston was killed. Myself and the man who shot him. Bat Haynes and I are due for a talk.
Didn't even bother to park his horse before he jumped off.
I want to talk to you.
Hold on, Buck. I'm arresting you for murder.
And who say so?
Bat Haynes. Hold on, Bat. This man is in the custody of the law. I'll take those shooting irons.
We both know who killed Tex Preston.
Yeah, but I know who's gonna hang for it.
Don't bank on that too heavy.
Get those.
If we could stop this rustling, we'd pull out of the hole all right. But there's no chance to raise any money right now.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Yes, sir. Your uncle was talking about taking on some more gunfighters. I've located 3 or 4.
No, I'll have no more bloodshed.
Yes, sir.
I think Bat Haynes is a snake in the grass.
Snake or no snake, he'll be boss around here pretty pronto.
Oh, yeah, boss around here. Don't forget, I'm the cook. I fix him.
Why try to run a cow ranch? That's no job for a woman. Now, as my wife... No, that's out of the question. What's the matter with me as a husband? Why, someday I'll be the biggest man in this county. That has nothing to do
What's the matter with a woman running a cow ranch?
with it. Still hankering for that half pint that murdered your uncle, eh? I don't believe he did it. You mean I lied? When 2 men tell a different story, one of them lied. All right, I try to be friends, and for thanks, I get slapped in the face. Your uncle owed me a lot of money. You better be ready to pay it up. You know I can't right now. That's your worry.
Thanks, Otto.
I hope you get stomach trouble.
Otto, how many times have I told you not to eat so much pie? Do you want to get sick?
I feel all right.
Hurry up and get ready. I want you to ride to town with me.
Okay, okay.
Just put his head in the pot.
What's the matter, Bat? You look worried. What makes you think so? Oh, just the way you've been acting. Don't pay so much attention to me. himself takes orders from you, but no children will come with him if she's on his side. Maybe we won't have a jewelry. Men, we've got to take things in our own hands and take care of Buck Lawson in our own way.
Nancy, it was mighty nice of you to drop in and see if they're taking good care of me.
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help you?
There's nothing you worry about. They can't convict me of something I never did.
That Haynes is buying the drink. Everybody chin up to the bar.
Nancy! They coming to take Buck over to the gambling house and hang him. Who is? The whole town, I guess.
Let him go and give him a chance to save himself.
I can't turn a prisoner loose.
Would you keep him here to be murdered?
They won't try anything like that.
If I had a couple of the boys from Dad's ranch, I'd give them a run for their money.
You'll have them.
What about the sheriff? He might object.
Oh, he'll be reasonable. Come on, let's get going. What if I told the scout what I know about you?
Slap the fuck out of her.
Wait a minute, Haynes. Don't forget there's a law in this town.
That's all right, Sheriff. We figured to save you some bother. Come on, man.
Okay, why are there no stairs to any of these buildings? Why are these men having to climb all of these high porches? The town is called Tiny Town. They're aware that everybody in the town is tiny. Why don't they put in stairs? They've switched from using regular horses to Shetland ponies, but they can't build stairs?
Hurry or you'll be too late.
Who? Get the boys. We're riding to town.
You're back of this, Haynes. You're not man enough to fight it out with me.
Why bother? This suits me all right.
Charges you to be strung up until you are dead.
Hold on, men. Buck Lawson is innocent. It was that Haynes who...
There we are! From now on, I'm playing a lone hand.
No, there's a lot of y'all. Y'all could bum rush him. One or two of you might die, but...
Hey, where you are. Turn around.
Take care of him, Dad. I got a job to do.
Drop those gun belts and be careful how you do it. Are you hurt bad, Sheriff?
It looks like I'm at the end of my trail. Haynes did all the rustling and caused all the trouble between you and Tex Preston. And Nita was in with him. And find him in a cabin at Big Rock Canyon.
Rip.
Hoot, round up all the boys. We're heading for Big Rock Canyon.
Got him.
Go ahead. You got it all your own way.
I'll give you an even break. That's more than you did for me.
Are you looking for Beth Haynes?
Yes.
In about 1 minute, he'll be scattered all over these hills.
Some of you boys take her to town and lock her up. The rest come with me.
So he's dead? We just blew up the bad guy?
Are you hurt?
I don't think so, but what happened?
You just missed being an angel by about 3 seconds.
I think he's somewhat of an angel right now. What is this important matter you wanted to talk to me about?
That's right, I forgot.
Wait a minute. now.
Okay. Sorry, the Netflix thing popped up. It went straight into the next thing in my playlist, which is Mindhunter. Oh, I don't think you're gonna find Tiny Town on Netflix. But we have just finished Tiny Town. That was weird. That was a very strange experience that I wish that I was on edibles for, because I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more if I was high. What the fuck do you say about that movie? That was a very strange trip that we just went on.